Hello everyone and welcome to lecture number 8. This is lecture associated with scattering and dispersion. We have already performed a number of derivations with respect to scattering theories. Okay, we are studying scattering. Over here we are studying scattering. Okay, we have studied the scattering part with respect to scattering by a small dielectric sphere. Scattering by a small dielectric sphere, then a conducting sphere. Okay, we have did derivations for dielectric spheres, conducting sphere, for solid state angle and polarization. Then we have in the last we have seen that the collection of scatterers means if you have number of scatters in that. Now moving ahead in our unit, we have reached to the new topic which we are going to start today, that is the perturbation theory. Okay, we are going to start the perturbation theory of scattering. Okay, now what is perturbation? Perturbation is nothing but the change in a medium. Okay, the deviation of a system or the process from its regular or normal state, change of the system, variation in the system. Okay, slight variation in the system. So our topic which we are going to start is, it's totally new topic, that is perturbation theory of scattering, that is perturbation theory of scattering. In that we will see Rayleigh scattering, Rayleigh's explanation. Okay, of blue sky, scattering by gases and liquid and at last we will see attenuation in optical fiber. Okay, so this is the new topic which we are going to study, perturbation theory. This is whole and the one whole topic. Okay, in that we will see different small subtopics. Now let us start this theory or this topic with the simple understanding that what is perturbation theory of scattering. Now we have seen that we have number of scatterers. Okay, in collection of scatterers, in the last theory we have seen the collection of scatterers where we have more number of scatterers. Okay, but over here remember we are studying with respect to mu 0 and epsilon 0 constant. Okay, so these things, the permittivity and permeability of the medium may remains constant. So the electric dipole moment associated with that, magnetic dipole moment associated with that will not be having any changes. Now if we have perturbation is nothing but the change in the medium or variation, type of variation including inside the medium. So we will have variation this kind of inside this medium. So you will have change in the epsilon 0 and mu 0. So permeability and permittivity, it will change. The medium will have change in its property. So that is nothing what we are going to study in this scattering theory of perturbation theory of scattering. Okay, so let us see the definition of perturbation. It will be more helpful to understand. Perturbation is a deviation of a system. Perturbation is a deviation of a system or process from its regular or normal state caused by an outside influence. Okay, caused by an outside influence. Okay, so perturbation is nothing but the deviation in a system, change in some of the parameters of a system. Okay, change in some of the parameters of a system. So that we are going to study with respect to our scatterers. We have number of scatterers. We have seen that we have number of scatterers in the last theory, that is collection of scatterers, and in that if there is going to be some change inside the scatterers, in that the system itself, then its permittivity or permeability, okay, both is going to be changed. And what happens when you will have a changing system or perturbing system? Okay, so perturbation theory of scattering. Now in this topics, there are a number of things. We will first of all study general theory. Okay, first of all we will study general theory, and then we will go towards Born approximation and blue sky understanding, and at last we will go for the attenuation in fibers. Okay, attenuation in fibers, optical fibers. Okay, so first of all we will go through the general theory. Now let us see what is general theory. General theory starts okay, general theory. In general theory we are going to study some of the general things with respect to an scattering, collection of scatters, or a system having number of scatters. Okay, so if there is a medium of electromagnetic wave passing through it, and if it is not getting been deflected or not scattered, then nothing is going to be happen. But if a system is getting been perturbed due to any reason by the external influence, then there will be some kind of scattering influence or difference in the scattering going to be happen inside our system. So what is going to happen is you will have some change in the electric polarization, or you will have change in the electric dipole moments, you will have change in the magnetic dipole moments. Okay, so that is all about the general theory. We will find out, we will at last we will see the D formula, that is nothing but electric displacement, and with respect to scattered and unscattered part. Okay, so before going to general theory of derivations, we will have to write down some points to understand. So let us start with that points. If the medium through which an electromagnetic waves is passing is uniform in its property, the wave propagates undisturbed and undeflected. Okay, so as I told, if a medium is not having any kind of disturbance or uniform property, then electromagnetic wave may pass through undisturbed or undeflected. Okay, if however there are spatial if there are spatial or temporal. Spatial is nothing but temporal, means a change for a small period of time. Temporal variations in electromagnetic property properties then the wave is scattered. Okay, if there is some change, then the wave is going to be scattered. So the wave is going to scatter. The wave is going to scatter. If the variation in the properties are small, now remember, if the variation in the properties are small, then we can apply the perturbation perturbative method. If the variation in the property are small in magnitude, the scattering is slight and what we can do is we can apply the perturbation theory. Okay, scattering is slight and perturbative methods can be employed. And perturbative methods can be employed. Note that in our case, epsilon 0 and mu 0 are not the free space values. Okay, they are not the free space values. Through the action of some perturbing agent, outside perturbing agent, what is going to happen is the medium is supported to have small changes in its dielectric properties. Okay, in it this electric and magnetic properties. Okay, these values through the action of some perturbing agent, the medium is supposed to have small changes in its response to applied field. So what is going to have, so that we will be having, so that the electric displacement D will not be equals to epsilon E, and V will not be equals to mu 0 h. So this will not be equals to mu 0 h over region of space, over certain region of space. Okay, so it's not going to be changed. It's not going to be same. It's going to be changed. Okay. Now to start the equation part, let us recall the Maxwell's equation. That now, beginning with Maxwell's equation, we know that divergence of B equals to 0. Divergence of B is equals to 0. Curl of E is given by minus of del B by del T, and curl of H is given by dd by d del D by del T, where D is nothing but the electric displacement, E is nothing but electric field, B is nothing but magnetic induction, and H is nothing but magnetic field. Okay. So this is the Maxwell's equation. Now it is a straightforward matter to arrive at a wave equation of D. Okay. Don't get confused from where we are going to arrive. The second equation is, that is nothing but the equation which we are going to next is, now it is a straightforward matter to arrive at a wave equation for D. Okay, this D is nothing but electric displacement. Now we are going to start the theory, and first of all we will take the wave equation for electric displacement, and we are directly taking over it. So don't get confused. We are directly taking over it. That is del square D minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del square D by del T square is equals to minus delta of delta into D minus epsilon 0 E plus epsilon 0 del by del T into delta cross of B minus mu 0 H. Okay, B minus mu 0 H. Now remember here, this part is related to, this is related to polarization. This is related to polarization. This is related to polarization, and this one is related to magnetization. Okay, this one is related to magnetization. Now what we are going to do is, first of all, before going to the derivation of taking this D scattering and D unscattered part, let us see we will see first of all that this LHS is equals to RHS. Okay, we will prove that LHS is equals to RHS for this equation, and for that we will consider the equation of this part. This is a part 1 and this is a part 2. Okay, this we are considering as a part 1 and the second one we are considering is part 2. Okay, this is part 1 and part 2. Now taking part 1, we have epsilon 0 del by del t del cross B minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del by del t curl of H. Okay, we are expanding that part. Originally we were having epsilon 0 del by del t delta cross V minus mu 0 H. This was the original part 1. Okay, now we are opening this bracket and taking this part into individual terms. Okay, so this is the first term and this is the second term. Okay, this is the first and the second term which we have get. Okay, this is the first and the second term. Now what is going to happen is equals to non-zero delta cross del V by del T minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del square D by del T. Okay, the curl of H is nothing but this curl of H is nothing but del T by del T. Okay, curl of H is nothing but del T by del T from Maxwell's equation. Okay, that is from Maxwell's equation, and that is from Maxwell's equation. Okay, this is again we are taking out and taking into B. What we will get is del B by del T is nothing but del cross H is equals to minus epsilon 0 curl of E minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del square D by del T square. Okay, so this is for part 1. Similarly we will obtain for part 2. What was the part 2? It was minus curl of D minus epsilon 0 E. Okay, I have given name as 1 or 2. You can also interchange the part as 1 or 2. The first one can be 1, this can be 1, that can be 2. Okay, depending upon your derivative. Over here what we will get is opening the bracket plus del square D plus epsilon 0 delta cross E. Okay, we are just opening the brackets. Now this term will be going to 0 is equals to 0 because of no free charge. No free charge densities. Okay, divergence of D is nothing but the divergence of electric displacement will be 0 because at that divergence of electric displacement will be equals to 0 because of the no free charge will be available. Now substituting both the parts, now substituting part 1 and 2 in the equation 1. That is the first equation, and that equation is nothing but del square D minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del square D by del T square is equals to del square D plus epsilon 0 of del cross E minus epsilon 0 del cross E minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del square D by del T square. Okay, so over here we are going to get this term will be cancelled, this term will be cancelled out, and finally we will get okay, so we will get LHS is equals to RHS. This is just a proof to understand the equation, okay, that both the sides are equal to each other, nothing is different, but this is nothing but the representation or the way in which we can write down the wave equation for electric displacement D. Okay, now the solution of wave equation. Now we are interested in finding out the solution of wave equation. Okay, we are interested in finding out the solution of wave equation, and what we will do is in finding out the solution of wave equations, we will substitute or we will replace del by del T with respect to I omega. Okay, with respect to I omega. So what happens that now the solution of wave equation what we will do is del square D minus mu 0 epsilon 0 del square D by del T square D by del T square is equals to minus curl of delta cross D minus epsilon 0 E plus epsilon 0 del by del T delta cross D minus mu 0 H. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is we are going to replace del by del T is equals to minus I omega. We are going to replace